This is a video review for part 2 of factoring, which is GCF. And I'm just going to talk through the review packet and give you step-by-step answers so you can see exactly where the answers came from on the PowerPoint that I provided. So let's start off with the first question, which is x squared plus 3x equal to 0. And we're going to do all of these by factoring, it says. So first of all, it says equal to 0. So we know we're trying to find an answer. What does x actually equal? So we look at each term, and notice there's an x here, and there's an x here as well. So that's actually our factor for this question. Now, x squared means 1x squared, so I should also normally look for the numbers as well. But there's no common factor between 1 and 3, with the exception of 1, so we'll ignore that for this question. We then put one set of parentheses. Now, this is like distribution in reverse, so we're going to say, what do we times x by to get x squared? That would just be x. And then what do we times x by to get positive 3x? That would just be plus 3. Now, from our factor theorem, once we've factored, if we want to solve this equation, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the opposites here. What we're trying to say is, when do these things equal 0? So if you do the opposite of positive 3, you get negative 3. Because negative 3 plus 3 is 0. The other possibility is this could just be 0. And that's actually the one that most people make the mistake on. When it's just x by itself equal to 0, what you're really doing is you're just reading what this says, x equals 0. So that will be our two answers. Second question. This time there's no equal sign, so we're just going to factor. So we're looking what both of these terms have. Once again, it's an x. The numbers 1 and 6, the highest factor there would just be 1 again, so we can leave that. And a set of parentheses. X times by what is x squared? And x times by what would give us 6x? And we're finished for that question. Our third question is another one equal to 0. So once again, both terms have an x again. But this time, notice also we have 2 and 8, which are both in the 2 times table. So we're taking the greatest common factor, so we must take 2x here. 2x times by what gives us 2x squared? That would be x. And 2x times what gives us 8x? That would be 4. So we factored now. We need to know, when does x plus 4 equal 0? That's when x equals negative 4 by doing the opposite. And the other one is, when does 2x equal 0? Well, that would be when x is 0. So obviously 2 times 0 is 0. If you wanted to at this stage, you could actually divide both sides by 2 as well. So if I divide this side by 2, this would disappear, and 0 divided by 2 is also 0. And notice now we've just got x equals 0. Either way will give you the correct answer.